If you're a long-time subscriber of my channel, you would know that exactly 2 years ago, I posted my very first Goof video. So to celebrate, I'm gonna do another one. Yay! What the heck just happened? I feel like I spazzed out. Oh my god, what the heck is that? No, it can't be. It's... I am so sorry. Okay, let's talk Goofs now, because that's what this video is about. Starting with Edward's brass band.
Summer is a busy time on the island of Sodor.
Wait, what was that?
Time on the island of Sodor.
Can you just play that one more time and amplify the audio?
Island of Sodor. Thomas was pleased to see Edward. What's up? Your smile's as broad as your smoke box. I'm on my way to pick up the brass band, replied Edward. The concert is tomorrow night. Don't crack your smoke box, teased Thomas.
Did you guys see how out of sync Michael Brandon's narration was? Like, seriously, Edward starts talking, and Thomas is still in the shot for some reason, and then when it finally switches to Edward, he's already halfway done his sentence. So that's why I'm gonna fix it.
Thomas was pleased to see Edward. What's up? Your smile's as broad as your smoke box. I'm on my way to pick up the brass band, replied Edward. The concert is tomorrow night. Don't crack your smoke box, teased Thomas.
This also happens again in a later scene.
So was Bertie. I'll get you to the concert in time, Edward cried. Thank you, said the worried bandsman.
Since Michael Brandon talked way earlier than he was supposed to, there's this big awkward pause between Edward finishing his sentence and the bandsman going, "Thank you!" You know, this kind of reminds me of a new friend for Thomas. Let's count all the unnecessary pauses.
But sometimes Trevor didn't have enough work to do. I do like to keep busy all the time, he sighed one day. And I do like company, especially children's company. Cheer up, smiled Edward. Sir Topham Hatt has work for you at his new harbor. I'm to take you to meet Thomas today. Oh, exclaimed Trevor happily. A harbor, the seaside, children, that will be lovely. They were needed to make the harbor wall firm and safe. Hello, Thomas, said Edward. This is Trevor, a friend of mine. He's a traction engine. Thomas eyed the newcomer doubtfully. A what engine? A traction engine, explained Trevor. I run on roads instead of rails. Can you take me to the harbor, please? Sir Topham Hatt has a job for me. Yes, of course, replied Thomas, but he was still puzzled. Thomas was most impressed. Now I understand how useful a traction engine can be. I'll come and see you if I can, he promised. The vicar will look after you, and there's plenty of work for you now at the orchard, but we may need you again at the harbor someday. That would be wonderful.
You know, a lot of these pauses could have been avoided if George didn't talk so fast in this episode. Let's talk stock footage. If you don't know what stock footage is, it's basically when you have a scene you need to film, but then you realize that you previously shot something similar to what you wanted to film, so you just use that instead because 1, no one's gonna notice, and 2, it saves money. But sometimes the scene you reuse isn't perfect. For example, in the episode Thomas and Bertie's Great Race, in the scene where Thomas, looks over the bridge, it's like the close-up of Thomas, like Bertie's going over the bridge, and then Thomas has like his tired face and he's just puffing along. That scene is actually stock footage from Thomas Gets Tricked, where Thomas is puffing up to the water tower. But since Annie and Clarabelle aren't in the stock footage, well, that's all the gifty-gaffety goofs we have for today. But before you click off this video, which I don't know why you would, the video's not over yet, I'm going to do a magic trick. So what I want you to do is close your eyes, okay? Alright, open them in 3, 2, 1. Now!